Let's bring in Charles Payne. He's the CEO of wallstreet.com, which is an independent stock market research firm, and Ryan Ellis. He's the tax policy director for Americans for Tax Reform. Guys, I don't even know where to start here today. I guess we just start with the top of the news. A pay czar now, Charles? A pay czar.
A pay czar. But the Obama administration doesn't want to control pay.
No, they just have to because things are out of control.
Yeah, no, this is really crazy, and of course, this is just the very tip of the iceberg of this whole thing. Glenn, the one key component about the Obama administration throughout the campaign that was evident is that he feels that corporate America simply makes too much money. Now, granted, Wall Street was greedy. They put themselves in a position to open this up, and that's why they have it. And there's a big difference between last year, Vikram Pandit making $38 million for Citigroup. No one in Citigroup should have made $38 million. By the same token, talk of $400,000 a year or bonuses 1/3 your salary in a competitive industry like this are outrageous.
They're going to go overseas. So I just want to, with both of you guys, what I want to do is just go to the future. So Charles, where are we headed? Where are we headed with a pay czar?
I sincerely believe that if they can have their way, their blueprint would be to have a pay czar control all pay at all companies. Not just companies that were bailed out with TARP money, but all corporations will have some sort of contract with the public or some sort of clause that says you can't make too much money. I really believe this is the slope we're on, and it's more than a slippery slope. It goes straight down. And you start with these companies because obviously AIG and Citigroup are easy targets. But you move from that to the drug industry. Oil goes to $100 a barrel, another easy target. Before you know it, it's all corporations. All corporations.
You can't waste it. You cannot waste an opportunity or an emergency.
Someone said that.
Ryan, do you agree with that?
Well, yeah. And the one thing I would add is the thing that's missing from Obama's pay czar, missing from all of his accusations that CEOs make too much, is how much it costs to hire a government employee. Barack Obama is someone that spent his entire life in government, and at Americans for Tax Reform, people can find this study on atr.org, we calculated how much it costs to hire a federal employee. And over the course of a federal employee's working career, it costs between $2 and $11 million for each new federal employee that you hire. And in the Obama budget, he's called for hiring several 100,000 new federal employees. You don't see that in the pay czar. You don't see that, but that's what taxpayers are paying for.
Yeah, let me just go through some of the average salary for the senators and representatives, $174,000. Barney Frank, if I'm not mistaken, Barney Frank's never held down a private sector job, has he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think he's been in government his whole life. He's worth between $711,000 and $1,840,000. Now, how does a guy working on the government dime, how is he worth million two? How's that happen?
I'm not sure.
Chris Dodd is worth between $629,000 and $2 million. How about some of the people in the unions? Should we go after some of the in the unions as well, but with their pay?
It's just simply outrageous. And more than anything else, though, what's crazy about this is you think about what has distinguished America for the last 200 years. It's success. Even when this country was at its very beginning, people will come here and right back to Europe. You should see what they're doing over there. You should see the way that people think over there. Everybody over there thinks they can be rich. It's not like Europe where just a certain amount of people knew that they were rich and that there were two classes. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. From day one, we've always had that spirit, and that spirit is being bashed.
Let me tell you something. I have something later on in the program today that is proof that there are people in America that only see race and class. That's what they see. And if you're not in the right class or the right race, well, then it's just too bad, and they'll equalize everything for you. I think most Americans look at things in a different way. They look at things and, you know what, you're a person, I'm a person, let's go be successful.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the great things about the land of milk and honey. That's one of the great things about being an American and what has drawn all the smartest people in the world here for years.
Okay.